Amid that fear that you mentioned, how important is it that we all, of all faiths, continue to worship our faith, to practice our faith, and to do it openly without fear?
Again, I just got back from New York City. I'm here in Israel. I was in New York last week. And what I saw is the Christmas trees and the Christmas lights and the menorahs that are proud, standing everywhere on the public square. And actually on Hanukkah, we're not supposed to light the menorah inside of our homes. And we specifically are called to light it next to a window or even outside of our homes to say, I am proud of my faith. I'm proud of the light I'm bringing to this darkness. I'm proud that I stand with God and godly values. And during this holiday season with Hanukkah and Christmas, it's something that Jews and Christians are bringing together, that light to the public square of saying, Hineni, here I am, that biblical light. I will not be afraid. I will not cower. I will stand up and take action to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, and do it in the name of this loving God that we believe and we know is here holding us up.
No, I just really love that message. I'm so glad we were able to get you on today. I know there's so much breaking news, but as we hear this negative, news and as you said, all this darkness. We need people like you who can remind us to be a light, especially in this season. We thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. God bless you and happy holidays. May it be
God bless you.
days of light for all of us.
God bless you too.
Great message, Yael. Thank you very much. Now to this, President Trump warns of serious retaliation after 2 U.S. Army soldiers and 1 U.S. interpreter were killed by a lone ISIS terrorist in an ambush attack in Syria.
Fox News contributor Dan Hoffman joins us now. Thank you for joining us, Dan. This is obviously a grave reminder of the risks that we face around the world. Tell us what you know about the latest on that.
Yeah, so 3 U.S. service members killed in Palmyra, Syria. Reportedly, they were meeting with Syrian Ministry of Interior officials to discuss counterterrorism operations. What I can't emphasize enough, and this is based on my own experience at CIA serving in war zones alongside the U.S. military, is so we can detect threats way out, in this case in Syria, before any harm is visited on our homeland. We saw the attempted attack on the Taylor Swift a while back. That was from ISIS based in Afghanistan. And so this is roughly 1,000 U.S. soldiers out there on the front lines, God bless them, protecting us here in the homeland. They're not engaged in nation building and democracy building and those sorts of things. They're just out there to protect Americans, and that's what they were doing. And so I think we'll be looking to honor their memory by, as the president said, taking the fight to ISIS. There'll be some retaliation, and they'll look at this incident, this terrorist attack itself, and look for opportunities to ensure that this doesn't happen again.
Dan, can you explain again to the American people why we're in Syria?
Yeah, look, we've been there since 2014, and we go where the terrorists are. And we got to be there in order to find them and fix their location and finish them. That's something that the Secretary Hegseth has emphasized, and it's something that we incorporated into our strategy when I was at the CIA and continue to do so in the intelligence community. We're out there, and we're in other parts of the world, the dangerous places. And I can tell you from my experience, it's exactly where we want it to be. It's why we signed up. We could stay here in the United States, but the threats aren't here, per se. They're there, and that's why we need to be there.
I only ask because it's sometimes really hard in places like that to know who the good guys and who the bad guys are. The leader there was not very long ago a bad guy.
That's right. And he has, become the leader of Syria, and he was imprisoned, but has changed his tune. And look, we're going to mistrust a bit and verify him. The president wants to give Syria a chance. There are geopolitical reasons here for this. Syria was once a gateway for Iran to target Israel and to target us in Iraq. And if that's no longer possible, that's good for the United States, good for the region.
We'll be following this. Dan Hoffman, as always, thank you for your insight.
Thank you, Dan. All right, well, we're standing by for an update on the Brown University shooting, and we'll be right back.
This holiday season, Fox and Friends Studio is presented by Bass Pro Shops.
Okay, guys, we have one more.
Give the gift of adventure at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. With Club Member Mondays, club members save even more. Receive extra savings online and throughout the store. Your adventure starts here.
I'm Jamie, founder of Ray. Our latest invention, Retinal Vision. AIT delivers ultimate clarity for unmatched security. Protect your home like I do. Retinal Vision on new 4K cameras and doorbells from Ray. Shop now at ring.com.
For the perfect present, the perfect place is your local Ace. This Christmas, order online and we'll deliver same day, or have it ready for pickup in 15 minutes. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Let's say you woke up with a sore throat and fever. You can wait to see a doctor, or you can sit in a crowded urgent care, or with the medical emergency kit, just match your symptoms to your prescription with your guidebook to feel better fast. Prescribed to you online, your kit treats dozens of common and serious medical issues, like strep throat, sinus infection, vomiting, UTIs, and much more. It is like having an urgent care in your home.
Visit urgentcarekit.com/USA. Promo code USA.
I love my dog. She's my guardian, I can tell you that.
She's my savior and my honey bunny. This has made such a difference in her since we started giving her this. He looks great. This is the best he's looked in a long time. He was running down the stairs and acting like a puppy.
I do the best for her. She does the same for me.
Entyvio is the only gut-focused treatment for moderate to severe Crohn's and UC. Gut-focused Entyvio works right where you need it to block inflammation in your gut. With a legacy of more than 10 years, Entyvio offers the experience you need, lasting relief and steroid-free relief. And some people experience rapid symptom relief. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, PML, a rare brain infection that can result in death, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infection. Liver problems can occur. With Entyvio, you may be able to pay as little as $5 per dose. Ask your doctor if Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen, is right for you.
This December at Bob's, I got tons of trending styles for $9.99 or less, like my PlayStation 2, Phantom Power reclining sofa, Brookline dining set, baby bedroom, or my top-rated Copper Sport hybrid mattress. When you holiday the Bob's way. Oh my God!
Holy man is back.
What's your name, brother?
Judas. 12 of you will become my apostles. But Jesus has to be stopped.
Keep coming after you. Get behind me, Satan!
Don't be afraid, man.
Our job to protect him. Keep an eye on Judas.
This holiday season, get Fox Nation for only $2.99 a month. Sign up and start streaming today. The Fox Nation holiday sale is happening now.
Man, this is the one and all.
Sign up today and you'll get all of Fox Nation's unmissable content for only $2.99 a month.
Now it is time for you to return home.
Holy man is back. But Jesus has to be stopped.
And coming soon, new exclusive series.
David stepped forward to show God is with us.
This offer won't last long.
Each warrior has something to prove in everything they fight for.
Get Fox Nation for only $2.99 a month. Sign up today.
We begin with a Fox News alert. Right now, we're awaiting a press conference to begin at any moment on the shooting at Brown University.
We expect officials to give us an update after learning a person of interest has been taken into custody. This comes after 2 students were killed. 9 others were injured when a gunman opened fire on campus yesterday.
Brian Nance joins us live in Providence, Rhode Island with the latest. Hey, Brian.
Good morning. So we expect that presser to start at any moment now with the latest information. But I just got off the phone with Coventry Police in Rhode Island, and they told me that this person of interest was caught at a hotel in Coventry that's about a half hour south of Providence, Rhode Island. It happened at about 3:45 this morning. And that timeline all makes sense when you realize that just a couple of hours later, Brown University sent out a statement ending the lockdown on the campus. But in just a couple of moments, at any moment now, we'll be hearing more about how they were able to track this individual that you see on your screen. This is the only video that they released of this person of interest, the suspected gunman, leaving the engineering building on campus immediately after that mass shooting inside of a classroom inside that building. We obviously will know momentarily how they were able to then track this individual from campus to that hotel in Coventry, about a half hour south from here. It's notable given the fact that over the last few hours now, this has been an active police scene on campus. They were not only asking the public for more video to help locate this person of interest, but they also had the university on lockdown up until about 5:45 this morning. They actually sent out an alert, Brown University did, saying, quote, Providence police have advised the university that the shelter-in-place order has ended for the entire Brown campus campus. However, police activity continues in areas that are still considered an active crime scene. Be advised that access to these areas of campus continues to be limited within the police perimeter, including Minden Hall and nearby apartment buildings. Community members who leave those buildings will be unable to return. It is important to follow instructions from law enforcement at all times. We do have a map of that perimeter, and the law enforcement here, over 400 police officers were told to set up a perimeter in the heart of Brown University, in which they methodically went building to building and have started to evacuate students and staff in academic and administration buildings. They told students in residence halls to remain put, but nonetheless, ever since this shooting started at 4 p.m. Yesterday, this has been a manhunt and a methodical evacuation, all happening at the same time in the overnight hours. Students and staff being escorted out. Just a completely frightening situation at this Ivy League university, as we expect the police to tell us how they were able to track this person of interest down to Coventry, Rhode Island, who this person is, and maybe, perhaps, a motive. Guys?
Brian, so the fact that this guy was apparently arrested a half hour south of Providence at a hotel, does that indicate that this was not a student?
No, I don't think we can say that. I just thought about when you asked me that question, Luigi Mangione, the situation in New York, how after that shooting, he took many different ways in buses and subways to try to escape the area. This could have been an escape, but I don't think it tells us anything about the particular individual. Maybe it's the person in their 30s who the police described. Maybe it's a student we still don't know yet.
Right.
We had a young student from Brown University on earlier in the 6 o'clock hour. He was clearly shaken, traumatized, had been shuttling students back and forth all night from where they were sheltered back to their residences. My question to you, when we did speak to him, he mentioned that he knew one of the students who was killed. Do we know anything else about any of the students?
I think, Brian, real quickly, we're going to do this. We're going to go to the press conference right now.
Okay. I'm Providence Mayor Brett Smiley. In a moment, we'll hear from Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee, followed by Providence Police Chief Colonel Oscar Perez, and then Ted Dox from the FBI will share a few words, then we'll take your questions. We are able to report that we have detained a person of interest involved in yesterday's shooting. Colonel Perez will speak in a minute about that update. Second, I want to let the Providence community know that effective immediately, we are lifting the shelter in place for Brown and the related area. Campus communications pushed out an update to that effect a little while ago, and the City of Providence, through our official channels, is making that update now. Again, the shelter in place has been lifted for the City of Providence. Finally, I'll note on just an update on the individuals who are recovering at Rhode Island Hospital. There remain 7 individuals in stable condition, 1 in critical but stable condition, and 1 has been discharged. Those are the 9 individuals injured yesterday. We talked yesterday multiple times about the tremendous cooperation and amount of law enforcement resources that were made available to us. And I want to offer my profound thanks to all the hardworking men and women in law enforcement who worked through the night to be able to get us to this point where we can confirm that there is a person of interest who has been detained. This is exactly the kind of collaboration that we train for and that we hope for. Our partnership with the FBI, with the state police, and obviously the heroic actions of the Providence Police have brought us to this point, but it is with sincere gratitude that we have for our law enforcement partners who work so closely together, seamlessly, throughout the evening and into the morning. At this point, I'll ask Governor McKee to say a few words, and then we'll hear from the Colonel and from the FBI, and we'll take your questions. Governor.
continue to have our thoughts with the families, the individuals that have been impacted by this event. With the process. We'll continue to have our state police go on alert for everyone out there so that there's a sense of calmness in the state. And I just repeat what I said last night, the fact that the state of Rhode Island is in shock, that they're really responding as communities that we all love, and that the communities that we are proud of, the fact that we live in a state that everybody comes together. So again, my thoughts are still centered on those individuals that have lost their lives, and I'm praying that the families will find the strength to be able to deal with this in a way that their lives are not disrupted as much as they probably will be. So we'll keep our state police out there. We'll continue to work with the City of Providence and, of course, Brown University to make sure that everything is being done possible so people feel as though that we're responding in a way to help those who've been impacted by this event. And we'll continue to stand with you as time goes on.
Thank you, Governor. Now we'll hear from Colonel Oscar Perez, Providence Police.
Thank you, Mayor, and good morning. I'm going to be clear. I'm going to be very limited with what I can share with you all this morning. Again, my condolences and thoughts and prayers with the families that were impacted by these actions. So, yeah, the Mayor stated we have detained someone of interest, but I respect and to protect the integrity of the investigation, I will only be limited in my details. The next process for us is what we do best, and our detectives is to coordinate with the prosecutors, to collect evidence, to conduct interviews, and then from there, we'll be able to, when it's appropriate and accurate, to share more details with you all. But I'm pleased to say that the Mayor stated the collaboration between our federal partners, our different municipalities in the state, it's all hands on deck. And, you know, in this instance in the city, that's just the conscience. We know for a fact that we just step up. And the federal agents, our federal partners, I want to thank them for their assistance, but as well, every single municipality, the state police, and the chief in the state. We came together as a small state. It impacted a lot of us, the incident that occurred. And so, again, I'm just happy to share with you that we're in the process now of coordinating with prosecution, conducting interviews, and being able to collect evidence so that we can protect the integrity of the investigation and that we can hold the individuals accountable for their actions.
Next, we'll hear from Ted Dox from the FBI, who was integral throughout the process, and especially early this morning.
So hopefully for the families, the victims, this community, having these leaders and law enforcement up here, and really community as a whole, came together within 24 hours. We talked about a timeline. Within 24 hours, we were able to have a subject of interest that's in custody. I will say that we could not do that without working seamlessly with our partners here. I tell you, not only the Rhode Island State Police, the Colonel has been great, HSI, DEA, also Rhode Island State Police as well. I mean, I tell you, just working with those partners, coming together in the way in which we should, literally not sleeping, working through the night to make sure that we can bring about some type of ease and calm to the community here. And so I just want to thank all the partners here, the leaders as well, because I tell you, they did not sleep either, and we were on the horn definitely when we got a person of interest there. So that's what your FBI does. I tell you, I want to give a personal thanks to not only the investigators, also the intel, the professional support that have been working around the clock at headquarters. We have folks actually coming in right now to help work with the victims. But I tell you, that's what your FBI does, and that's what we do with our partners and leaders within the community. Thank you.
Jake Patel, we'll take questions. Was the person taken last night or this week?
He was detained earlier this morning.
Can you tell us where and how it kind of went down?
I can't confirm that for you right now. Again, just to protect the integrity of this investigation, we're talking to the Attorney General, speaking with the Attorney General's office, and we'll be able to provide that at a later date.
Outside of
Again, I can't confirm that for you.
Can you confirm that
So, but when appropriate and accurate, we'll be able to share that with you.
Can we ask President Hoffman, can you, what would you want to say to the Brown community, the Brown family, the Brown alumni, folks who are watching right now?
Well, everybody is reeling, and we have a lot of recovery ahead of us. So my main goal in the coming days and weeks and months, it could take a long time, is to bring people back together and help them feel safe and secure on campus.
And the resources that you have on campus today?
We have, we've pulled out all the stops. We have, religious life, student services, everybody we can be there to support our community. And I do want to say, our DPS has been great, but the law enforcement